Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Minecraft, the quest for all biomes. Well guys, today we are back, and not only are we back, but we can update a map. Yep, since we built our lighthouse, this map needs to be updated, because it doesn't quite show that we have done so. And I thought since we're going down to the docks area, we might as well update the map, which has been done now. Alrighty. So guys, let's go down to the dock area here. And as you can see, I was doing a lot of work off screen on the dock area over here, just to improve it, to make it better. And so, let's land and I will show you around. Well guys, down here, we have the dock crane. And this crane basically is a giant platform that comes down over here, and it holds all these resources. I still need to move all these chests, which have been placed. These ones don't need to be there, but these ones are still here. And as you can see, I'm recording this directly after our last episode. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take some cobblestone, I think, with me. Because we're going to be doing some planning out today, guys. Yeah. So what I want to show you guys here is this little area here of the docks is the supply area. So this is basically shops come in from all around, ships come in from all around the world, from different villages, through the trade routes, and they drop off supplies here. Now, what would this place need? This central hub? Sandstone and sand. And that's pretty much it. So that's what these ships here are bringing in from different kingdoms. And they'll come in here, they'll dock here, they'll get carried across to here, and from here taken to wherever it needs to be through the use of this crane. That's the general thought behind it. What they export though is clay and wood, because it's very, very rich in clay and wood. Also cobblestone is very, very plentiful here. So as you can see, over here we've got our ships. And this is just a very basic design that I went for. You've got your half slabs down the bottom over here. The mast is just simple fencing along with wool in different colors to represent the different areas. For our home area, what I've gone for is like a blue, white and green look for this area's color theme. And here, if we come over to this ship, and I made a little step down area here just to make things easier so we can get onto the water. Over here, what I've got is a little the flag unfurled, so you can see the type of look that we're going for over here. Now this tree as well, it will look more and more like a tree as time goes on, as we add more rooms to it. But this will be the main symbol of this area, if you will. And over here we can see the ships taking cobblestone away from this area. Here's also one of the platforms that the resources can be put on and offloaded from and whatnot. Let's jump down here quickly. Over here we've got a flag, and like I said, I want that flag to point the direction to the next village. So obviously the flag points that way, which shows the direction to the next village. Over here was a bit of a challenge for me, because I had to design the ship at an angle. Now this ship, as you can see, has a red, white and green color scheme, as opposed to blue, white and green. This is a near neighbor to the central area, and this is actually what we're going to be planning out this time. And this ship over here is at an angle. It's got its oars out because the wind isn't favoring it at the moment. So it's having to bring the oars out to help steer it in the right direction. And it's bringing a fresh shipment of sandstone out from the desert area to our area, so that we can utilize it in whatever builds we have need of it in. So yeah, I just wanted to check that I had actually updated the map, because I seem to forget for some reason. And then way out in the distance over here, I've built another ship. And there's going to be a whole bunch of ships out in this ocean going one way and another, just carrying stuff. This, as you can see, has the colors on its flag over here from our area, from the home area, which needs a name. But anyway, I'll come up with one of those later. And the wind's favoring it, so it doesn't need to use oars, it can just go out. And it's carrying a shipment of logs out into the ocean for our neighbors to use over here. And now I've got a choice to make, and I think I've pretty much decided on what I'm going to do. I want to build a very different type of lighthouse over here, like on this little piece of land over here, a sandstone lighthouse. Like, I don't know if you guys have heard of the lighthouse at Alexandria. That was pretty much amazed me when I was small, and stories of it and whatnot. So I don't know if I'm going to do something in that style or something completely different. This is a really small island, but I do want to have it out on this island here just to show the ships that this area, as you can see, the path we followed laid out in ice over here. This area is something to be careful of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do this for now, just to let us remember that this is here. Now, as you guys can also see, if we come this way, very useful having these frostwalker boots. Lets you travel on water much easier. I say as they don't activate. Now, what we could have done is had another dock on this side, but nothing really opens itself up to being a dock. But if you look over here, we have a river. And what I've done is I've started to sort of widen it out. So it used to be enclosed over here, but I've opened the river to the ocean basically. And that husk sounds like it really needs a drink of water. So like I was saying, I've widened it out over here at the mouth, and I might get rid of that little piece that's protruding there entirely. And then what I want to do is I want to go up the river over here and have it so that there's ships coming up and down this river. As you can see, it's quite wide already, and I can always widen it at areas if we need to. And I want it to come all the way up the rivers. As you can see, it winds its way around the desert. And we can have little monuments along the way and little ruins and whatnot. I think it'll look pretty cool. Let's just eat some food and keep going on the way on the river. Over here, we'll definitely need to widen this out because it gets really, really thin around this corner over here. But as you can see, there's a lot of flat land over there, so that shouldn't be too tricky. And over here, the water isn't updated, but now it is because of the frostwalker, so hopefully that will help sort things out. And over here, it widens again quite nicely. And there's a giant cave over here. Wow. Alrighty, that's very strange generation, but oh well, it happened. We'll have to do something with that. Maybe make it like a... Ooh, that could be a nice... to like an underground city or something. Ah, the river can go there. It's an under... Oh, that would be awesome. Anyways, going up... carrying on up the river this way, we can see our end monument over there. That's quite a nice thing to come around the corner and see. We need to take down our giant dirt pillar. It's not really needed. Derp pillar, by the way. I said not dirt pillar. I know with my accent sometimes it can be quite hard to understand. But anyway, as we come along here, there's a little zombie running after us, but that we mustn't take any real notice of. As you can see, this is a massive river, and there's a lot of things that we can do along the banks to make this trip more interesting. But if we just carry on just a little bit longer, you'll see that this river leads all the way up to the village, and I think that is amazing. There's a village over on that side over there, and there's a village on this side over here. If we come over here. Hello, hello, village. Where are you? I definitely remember it being around here. Am I losing my mind? Ah, there it is, right there. Okay, like I was saying, there's a village right here. So what I want to do is I want to extend this village basically. Just dealing with some spiders, just a second. Okay. I want to extend this village all the way to the shores of this river over here, or extend the river up to the village. One of the two. And in doing so, I'm going to change the whole looks of this village, because it's sort of in grassland here more than it is in desert. It does go into the desert a bit, and these can be like the poorer dwellings and whatnot that are out on the side of the village that don't really get much attention and whatnot. As you can see, I've kept the villagers around. I've closed them all inside their houses, so hopefully none of the husks or zombies will get to them, and they'll stay pretty much safe. But if we come over here, what I want to try and do is wrap the village all the way around here, up the side of the mountain over here. I know this sounds quite crazy, right? But there's a giant plateau up here. And if we follow all the way up here, up the mountain a little bit, as you can see, there's a giant plateau up here, and I want to have like guard towers and whatnot all the way around on this plateau, linking all the way through. Knock down this hole, hopefully. We'll clear all this out, it won't be such a problem. And we can bring all the little houses around to this village on this other side over here. So make it like a semicircle sort of thing. And we can have like it's a big defensive area, sort of a feel to it, like a really major city in this area instead of just a little village. That's the sort of idea that I want to have for this particular area, that it links up to these houses over there, and all around, right around to these houses over here. Now these houses I haven't yet blocked up, so I want to do that quickly while it's night time and all the villagers are in their houses. I can already see some zombies heading for them. So let's just take care of them. Then we want to get rid of the doors and replace them with other stuff. Okay, I can hear all sorts coming for me right now. Let's just get rid of them, shall we? Goodbye. Thank you. Let's get rid of this door. And we want to replace it with that. And that villager is running away. Please go into that house, sir. Thank you. We want to keep these villagers as safe as possible, because hopefully they will end up populating the entire place. That would be pretty awesome. Of course, once I let them free from here, zombies could become a problem, which is not nice. But oh well. As you can see, this village comes all the way down here, but that other side of the village over there is still in view, which is nice. Because once we have this whole place full with buildings, I think it'll be awesome, awesome, awesome. And over here is where the river is, and it gets really thin over here. So I think I'm going to end up taking out this whole little patch of sand over here and making the harbor area over here. I think that will be really, really cool. Because as you can see, the river sort of takes a loop around this whole area. I might even take that patch of sand out over there and put the harbor area down here by the poorer, in inverted commas, people would be. And have the richer folks up on the mountaintop. I think that would be really, really cool. Yeah, this whole area of sand here where the water does a giant loop, can take that out and make this sort of the harbor area. Yeah, I think that's definitely what we're going to do, guys, because it will make such an awesome, awesome looking location and really, really improve the look of this area to have this basically like a storyline going that these people are massive traders, worldwide traders, and they supply the world's sand needs. And the poorer people will have like a sand mine that goes down in their area into the ground, like they've been digging out sand there for ages, supplying the world of all their sand needs. I think that will be really cool. And it'll also let me amass a whole lot of sand and digging all of this stuff out, which I need for glass. So it helps me, and it helps the world as a whole. works both ways. So guys, I hope you like that little plan, that little idea of how we're going to be building things. So yeah, you can imagine how it's going to look in the future with all the buildings up top here, maybe a set of walls around, this thing not being there, that in the distance, and other little things scattered around, little settlements and trading outposts and stuff like that along the whole desert area. I think will be amazing. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. As always, my name is Athais. I wish all of you a very good night, and God bless.